got a dog wanting to visit with me too. But working on the 2007 Ford F-350, going to change the transmission fluid. You need to go. Go on. Go on. Go on. You're in my video. Trying to explain something to these people out here to help them with their needs. Come on, Cole. Go away. Thank you. So, stuff to have ready when you do this. It's 7.5 quarts of transmission fluid. This is the Max Life Full Synthetic Dextron Mercron LV. 7.5 quarts. Something else I like to use is the Lucas stop leak. So if you ever need to, it's interesting. They want you to change this fluid every 30,000 miles. On my older vehicles, I always use the Lucas transmission fix, the stop slip, and there is 250,000 miles on this vehicle that we're working on today. I don't know the last time it was changed, and that's the reason I'm going to change it. There is the internal filter that goes inside the oil pan, the transmission pan. The gasket is reusable on that pan. 10mm bolts. So I got a 10mm socket, and of course the drain plug is a 13mm. The torque is on the transmission pan. I see anywhere from 11 to 17. So just check your manual on that one. I do have an extension for the hard to reach. I do like my Milwaukee electric ratchet for getting into there, but also there's an external filter up close to the radiator, and that little filter, it's a canister type. I'll show that to you. So when you're getting in there changing it, go ahead and change that too. It comes with a new oil ring for the canister, and what I like to use as a drain pan was an old bottom half of a litter box because it's king size. Probably show you a picture of that, and of course here's a cat, they want to get in the film too. But something that I really like to use and have discovered has been these Microflex Midnight. I use the extra large size gloves. Protects the hands from getting beat up and tore up, and normally if I bleed in a project, I know it's going to be done well. I try not to bleed anymore, I'm getting too old for that, but I use these, and then when it keeps the hands, the fingers clean and out of maybe a potential hazardous chemical getting onto that. But let's get started, and we'll get this drained, and I'll show you the different points of where the canister filter, where it's located. I do use the aerosol part and brake cleaner to clean up stuff, and when I get the pan off, I'll clean that all up. I'm going to take a look at the gasket and see if I can reuse that. If it looks like it's in a mess, it's been pinched, scraped or something, just if it doesn't look like it's worth keeping, I'll go back to the auto parts store and get one to replace it. So stand by and let's see what we can get done today on this transmission fluid change. It's an F-350 6.0 Powerstroke. The automatic. It is a four-wheel drive. It is a dually truck. It's the 4-door model, but a great farm truck. It allows me to pull any trailer that I've got on the farm, as well as if you've seen the camping videos, my camper, that's what I use to pull the camper. It is a bumper pull. However, we could set this up for a fifth wheel if we ever decide to go to a bigger size, different newer model camper. But it's been a real handy truck. I was going to say life-saving, but it hasn't saved my life yet. But all around the farm and everything that I do, it's sure handy to have this truck, and on a farm I have to have the four-wheel drive, needless to say. But let's get to it. Let me show you one of my probably a versatile handy tool. Once again, this is 13mm, but it's the old dog bone wrench, multiple applications. I wouldn't use it and have to really reef down on a bolt or a nut, but it sure is handy. And let's go ahead and break this loose. fluid doesn't look that bad. But anyway, we're going to change it, recommended every 30,000 miles. I don't normally change them every 30,000 miles, but I make sure at 100,000 on all my other vehicles. If they 100,000, if I just become the new owner, we take and get those changed. Okay, so the pan is down. Now it will make a mess, but when you pull the filter out, there's a little rubber grommet gasket that fits around the top of that. It is still up in this hole right here, and I'll have to get a pick just to pick it out before I put the new one on. I took and already wiped down the bolt pattern, all of that. I will drag the pan out, clean it up inside and out with brake cleaner. You can use just about whatever you want, so if you got some diesel, kerosene, just something, clean it up all good before you put it back together. We topped off the transmission with fluid, ran it for a while. The transmission temperature is up to 110 degrees. Checking for any transmission fluid leaks. I don't see any. Let's see if we can see that front filter from here. You go towards the front and well, you can't see it too well. Let's go around. Backdrop of the farm and the pasture, making it impossible to see. And that's it right there. Yeah, it's warm to the touch too. But it looks like mission complete. So hopefully this helps somebody out there, that if you're doing it for the first time, a transmission fluid filter change on a Powerstroke diesel. Hope this helps. You all have a great day.